home. It's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it's a second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll set up to throw. Fighting through. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got his target, Samuel. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Come back, come back.
Here's Watson to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. On the handoff, it's Gurley.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Tiger. Right there. 54 Mike. Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball. Team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Reset. Hey, 4 down.
To throw on second down, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Now a handoff for Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Needing the tough yards, they run it with a fullback. And he gets it to the 30. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And again the footwork. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Atlanta will kick this one off. Number 27, waiting to return.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Red, green the line, green the line. Watch 54.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! 4 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! On three.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
56, lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Check, crush. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Slam.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, we got three.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. And Adams has it, complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Blue 90.
They'll drop the throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Tight end right. Over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons add on. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by one more.
Atlanta is lined up for the kickoff. Number 27, ready to return.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hey, blue 80! Blue 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Tiger!
Watson now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he shakes it off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Gun!
Four down.
Hit!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Leopard! Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
The Falcons will be kicking off. Number 27, waiting to return.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green,
They go play action here on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3-19.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Gun! Hot!
51.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Panthers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And an alley to run. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Black 99, feel it.
From the 50, it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
51, Mike 51.
Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 56 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Strong right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10 and finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Set. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Barney.
Got four down.
Now let's go. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. So that'll back him up 5. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Gone!
They'll set up a throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to roam now. And that